Now, my Hindu friends, though, I also believe have a little bit of a problem when it comes to an understanding of suffering. Because it's the one-to-one correlation of if my mom drives into a car accident today and dies, there's a one-to-one correlation of her doing something wrong that caused her suffering and death.
Yeah, I feel like I'm more.
That's radically different from the Christian faith, which is not just the suffering God, but it's also there is death, there is confusion, there is all kinds of pain and suffering that typically has nothing to do with your bad deeds. Your bad deeds or bad karma.
Okay, yeah. Ours is based on karma.
Right. But do you see how that's problematic? Like, that does not fit my experience. When I'm dealing with death and dying folks, to go to them and say, sorry, you have cancer because you did something wrong, whether it was last week, yesterday, or the day before.
But the thing is, like, it's not that minuscule. It's like what you've done throughout your life. So you know how, like, you guys are like, okay, I'm a sinner, like, I've sinned. It's not like, oh, like, I tripped someone yesterday, so now I'm going to go die in a car crash. It's like the accumulation of all the bad deeds that you've done.
Okay.
So that can lead up to, like, one moment, like, okay, okay, you died in a car crash, whatever. But obviously when that person is dying, you're not going to be like, oh, like, you caused, like, in a way, like, you caused your own, because everyone has to die, okay? That is, like, obviously the end game. But it's not like, it's like everyone has to die, but when you're on your deathbed, no one's going to be like, oh, like, you caused your own death. This is why, like, it happens for a reason. Like, everything happens for a reason. That is the underlying belief.
Oh, yeah.
And I can get on board with that.
Yeah.
But I can't get on board with your bad deeds are just accumulated, so you're going to die a worse kind of death than the person over here, like this sweet little lady who was saying that she's just living for goodness. So she's not going to suffer, as opposed to the person perhaps who grew up an addict because maybe their parents were addicts, and so they had a type of bad deeds when it came to their alcoholism. So somehow they're going to suffer worse because they're worse people, and let's ostracize them. Versus this sweet lady who's supposedly living for great